Hello, I'm Mr. Matthews and the sponsor for the Digital Citizenship Club, and today we'll look at digital citizenship from the student's perspective. As teachers, we need to understand digital citizenship and actively model positive online behaviors, such as build positive experiences and relationships, foster digital literacy and media fluency, mentor and model proper attribution of copyright material, and mentor and model safe and legal management of personal data. Here are the results for the Student Digital Citizenship programs. It looks like we need to connect better with students and parents. One student said,
My mom watched this cyberstalking video and was so freaked out she took my phone for a week.
Let's discuss the results and come up with some better ideas. Hey, Mr. Matthews, can we set some objectives first? That's a great idea, Nick. We know that digital citizenship is more than cybercrime and social media safety. Shouldn't teachers define digital citizenship and discuss how to create safe online relationships?
They should also discuss digital literacy and media fluency.
Don't forget fair use and copyright infringement.
Students also need to learn to manage personal data.
Those are all great objectives. Let's start with defining digital citizenship. Well, digital citizenship is using the internet safely and responsibly while respecting others. Great. We can stress that for next year. Now for the second objective. One student shared on the survey,
I thought I was going to learn how to find and analyze data. Instead, I got a lecture on cyber safety.
how can students develop digital literacy and media fluency without the lecture? Darcy.
Digital literacy is more than cyber safety. It also helps them contribute to real-world discussions and create content. Digital literacy and media fluency really should be developed throughout the year.
I know, sometimes I find it hard to tell if content is real or fake.
You can always find additional sources to check your facts.
Darcy. Please write some ways to help build digital literacy and media fluency throughout the year on the board.
Sure.
Thank you, Darcy. Let's tackle our third objective. One student shared,
I used the same image as the teacher in the same way, and I lost points for not citing my image.
do you think teachers understand intellectual property and copyright laws?
Intellectual property and copyright laws govern the use of text, images, and other media.
I think many teachers believe fair use makes any image fair game. Teachers often forget to credit the original source. It's important that teachers model appropriate copyright standards in the classroom.
Students should also be encouraged to reuse and remix media, but we still need to cite original sources. I couldn't agree more. Let's tackle our next objective. According to one student,
I wish teachers would stop preaching to us about social media and how to interact online.
how can teachers help students build effective online relationships without preaching?
I think students who are empowered to make decisions learn to make positive choices.
Yeah. Students who watch adults use social media correctly see how to create positive online relationships.
Hey Darcy, do you remember when we first joined the club this year?
Yeah, we wrote our ideas for online behaviors on sticky notes and voted for the ones we wanted in the Tech Club contract.
As a group, we also determined the consequences if a member violated group standard.
I remember that day. It was the first time I was really given a say in a classroom. Mr. Matthews, that made me feel like I could contribute in this class. The blogs are a perfect example.
Yeah. Mr. Matthews, I used your blogs as a model to improve my own. I'm glad I could be a good model. Let's tackle our final objective. One student survey said,
Privacy is a joke. Mr. Smith leaves his password under his keyboard and the gradebook open so anyone can see.
how can we help teachers and students manage personal data?
Personal data includes student files, computer records, private information, and emails. Managing personal data is important both on and offline. Teachers need to be good role models for students when it comes to managing personal data.
Students need to know how to make secure avatars and passwords. They also need to understand how to keep personal information private.
I have friends that share passwords. Maybe we can give examples of when it's okay and not okay to share passwords. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
They also need to think before they post. What will colleges or future employers think? People lose jobs over what they post.
You have great ideas on how to help teachers really make an impact. Now, let's get started on next year's Digital Citizenship Week.